Hello everyone, La13 Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright. I almost called this date everything. That's not what game we're playing. However, we are checking out Angel on the stand. Not checking her out. She's a little too crazy for my taste, but I know for a fact there's somebody out there that's like, yeah, check. I don't remember any of what she said. I don't even know if she actually said anything this time because we've reworked her testimony again. So I'm gonna just read it from scratch. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Okay. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Wait, but you were in Section B. You just said a minute ago that you were in Section B. So that's not possible. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to... What? Oh, sorry. Okay, my brain had to refire. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but Angel's Star. But against Angel's Star, resist... Chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's Star, resistance is futile. I don't know, am I convincing yet? So Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is... Oh, I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. No. Not as sorry as I am. What? No, none of... What did she do? Phase through the gate?
But she didn't do it. You have to believe me.
Well, yeah, I do. I'm gonna press the shit out of everything, though, because you're nuts. So, where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. Yeah, that little bit. There's a spigot coming off of that, so that tells me that it can't be removed. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Naturally, I caught her, and we're gonna press. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? Okay, this is laying the groundwork. As I just said, I was only 30 feet from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details. Yeah, press the shit out of her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Oh, cool. So the press leads us to what we need because we don't have anything that says that she, something. Yeah, that she was on the other side of the gate. The Lunchland car was... she was a visitor, thus she was parked in Block B. Thank you, Edgeworth, buddy. Yeah, how's she gonna do this? So you witnessed the murder from here, right? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. I disagree, but okay. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there's a chain link fence in front of... Oh, but... Thanks, Judge. But there is a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. It went all the way to the ceiling. Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, though. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Not to mention it goes all the way. Oh, it doesn't. I was wrong. Oh, it is possible. She could have slipped between that fence and the wall, but only if you're like a size 2 in a dress. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Ah, yes. When I arrested her, that's when she mentioned the muffler. I'm gonna keep pressing. So she mentioned the muffler. What did she say exactly? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard was her say the word muffler. Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Okay. her phone, she can't mean... Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
Then why are you on the witness stand? If your memory is that god-awful, you shouldn't be a witness to a crime. Like, in the court. No, the court doesn't see Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor's first attempt to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right.
Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone. Why not use the cell phone first? I don't know if this is like an early 2000s thing or not. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Stop taking her side. She clearly did it. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? None of this is right. You should add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Lana's cell phone updated the court record. Word muffler was heard during a call made to Emma at 5:18.
I saw it all, how she used the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead.
Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was just going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies.
Okay.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition.
Who'd she call?
Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order.
I'm curious how you would know that. Right? Because if she's over climbing the fence, hypothetically, in this moment, because if she saw the stabbing and immediately ran into it and decided in this very moment that she was going to climb over the fence, she would be climbing the fence while Lana was making the phone call. By the time that she realized that the emergency phone would have been out of order, our witness would have dropped down and Kay would have made the run for the door. Even if she was, like, quick, she wouldn't think it's weird that she waited.
So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that
time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Why would she just stand there? Is the real question.
Then I boldly grabbed her arm. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
Huh? What is it, Mr. Wright?
Big resistance is futile. Let's press a little bit on this, just for good measure. She made to escape. Could you be a little more specific?
She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie de gras.
What?
She even kicked over an oil drum at me.
You're putting a lot of information together now. An oil drum. There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. Thank you for specifying that, Judge, because I wasn't going to get that. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The parking lot entrance.
That's right. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries.
I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Sky tried to run.
I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious.
Yeah. What do I have in my arsenal? Prosecutor's card, found at the scene of the crime, trophy, thing with no blood prints, parking lot entered at 512. Okay. Memo found in the victim's car. The word muffler. Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. We caught her and explained the rights to arrest her on the spot. When I arrested her, that's when she mentioned the muffler. Okay, I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell phone instead. Huh. Why would she use the one on the wall? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, do I press with the cell phone? All right. Guess we hit her with that. And there's nothing on the memo that's good. Word muffler was made it to. Let's check this, I guess. Okay, I feel like that piece is at its end. I'm gonna present this.
Objection!
Nope. Damn it. Nothing. Okay. Check. Nothing on the back. Huh. Who would she call? Okay, we're loading. Just so I can get that point back. Okay, so the problems of the case are as follows. Let's just think this through. While I pull up just something. But it at least tells me what piece of evidence to press with, because I'm not entirely sure which one to go off of here. So, in Angel's statement, she watched the stabbing, and then Lana ran to go get like a phone, despite having a phone on her. I need to. Okay, I need to do a different type of search if I'm gonna have any hope on any of that crap. Okay. That's gonna confuse me in the testimony. No, I did that one. Right? Is that? Hold on. Oh, I'm missing the thing. Okay. 30 feet away, press her further. Okay. Word muffler, ask further in attempt to... The cell phone is updated, which I did that. If you press her on this statement, the plans will appear where she saw witness the crime. Wait. Chief prosecutor made to escape. What if I press here?
Hold it!
Yeah, you said it more than once. Okay. Now that the map is up. Okay, yeah, I can't. Behind the partition, out of order. She pulled her own phone out of her pocket. Yeah, we went through this. Grabbed her arm. Hung up the phone. And you saw her doing this. Okay. Oh, I see. Present the parking lot floor plans here.
Hold it!
Up. No. Ah, crap. Options. Load. I don't want to have to go back through that. Okay. Press her with the floor plans, not the cell phone. Duh, you moron. Okay. Present with the floor plans. Yeah. Present.
Objection!
I was not gonna get that on my own. I had the right information, just didn't know what evidence to use to get that information to be used. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Disagree.
Well, who would have thought that you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago?
What? Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it up. All up.
Sure. Anyway, let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true... Yeah, see, I said all of the things when I was talking to you guys. I just didn't know how to get this part to come up. You couldn't have personally seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If you indeed were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it. Can we just wrap her up and jail her? She probably did it. Order. What's the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. Well, she is the cough-up queen.
Objection!
That's quite the claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you'll allow me a question? To your own witness? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. That she saw anything. Here's where the counterattack begins. They can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it. It's not the order of events because the phone call was made after. Unless it was a call from her sister. We're saving it. Guess I'm gonna save scum this crap if I get it awfully wrong. Where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean that Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection!
A different location. She was in the security office looking down. So she wouldn't have been able to see the murder at all. She just assumed it was Lana. And now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Sure, buddy.
let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? If the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was here. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room is in the underground parking lot, is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you could see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places that she could have seen the phone. Nope. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in Block A. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I disagree with that part of the statement. She could have been standing like next to one of these cars along the bottom or something like that and seen it. But it makes more sense for her to be in the security room because she's there to visit her boyfriend. I remember in your testimony you said that you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, right? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men to think that the tables could be turned? Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr. Okay, great. Why the fuck are you wasting our time? Order, witness. I think my whole capture card freaked the hell out of that. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure that justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Miss Wright, Mr. Wright, whoever you are, does this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
It so makes sense. She wants to see the prosecutor in jail. She doesn't care who gets hurt. And there's a good chance that her boyfriend did the killing. Huh?
She could have just said that she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim.
Yeah, but who took the photo?
It could be oil on her. The truth still stands.
Objection!
No. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this.
Finally, somebody talking about all this freaking perjury on the stand and how it could be defamation in theory.
She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Fucking ask her. She's on the stand. Huh? Me?
Who else?
I don't know. The person on the stand. I mean, granted, they've lied every time this far, but my point still stands.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Okay.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. The photo, however, was still taken in Block B through the chain link fence, which means that somebody else took the photo. But she lied and said that she saw it from Block B.
It must be a vital difference, but what? What would change that?
The angle of the view of the crime, the distance to the crime, the difference in the lighting. Angle of the view of the crime. Obviously. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean?
The fucking partition blocking her. I'm going to keep using all kinds of swear words.
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have to have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
No.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Oh my god. The angle of the crime would matter because she's lied about taking the photo, which means the photo wasn't taken from the second in which I'm going to throw people.
Well, it's not the lighting.
Distance to the crime. It changed the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear.
The distance between the scene of the crime and this guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection!
And what she saw was not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, judge is just going along for the ride.
You.
Yes? Is she gonna be snappy and crazy?
You ordered the squid wheels, right? No?
Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch to my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend. That's the part you're hung up on?
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
Okay. But the door is locked.
Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, and I couldn't open it.
Okay. Oh my god. That's so far.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking lot in Block B.
That's quite the detour. Yeah, no shit.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? That a lot could happen in 5 minutes. Like the real killer could have gotten away. This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him.
We haven't panned over to Lana once.
I know it. I have photographic evidence.
Sounds like you're nuts, lady.
I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
Oh, you have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Sure.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Judge, do not be bought by this. Absolutely. Oh my god.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Do you have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection.
Objection!
I'll come up with something. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. And if you like it al dente, it's true.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
What? What? A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what could you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. Well, this is your courtroom, and you're so quick to assume anybody murdered anybody for anything. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time it was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime and even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Okay. Well, then it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close. Well, that's the end of that one. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Well, looks like that's something we're gonna have to handle. What?
Hold it. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that? This is another one of her tricked lunchboxes. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Plus, she could be lying.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker. Oh, god damn it. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What is she going to pull out of her lunchboxes this time? Oh, for God's sake. Really? Again? Well, it looks like we're going to handle that next time because that's all the time we've got for this episode. So take care, everybody.